It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. I want to go ahead and preface this video and let it be known I love Eminem. Grew up being an Eminem fan. Listened to all of the albums going up to a certain point. I was definitely down with the Slim Shady EP, LP, Marshall Mathers LP, the Eminem Show, all them albums, all that music, right? Eminem is one of the greatest lyricists ever to pick up a mic. Hands down, one of the greatest, possibly the greatest if you're talking about technical skill and you're talking about wizardry with words and putting stuff together and just having the technical skill to just wrap circles around people. He's number one. So I don't want no Eminem fans or Eminem himself, if he ever sees this video, to take it personally that I'm going to critique this new record that he has out. He's got this new song called Doomsday Part 2 or Doomsday 2, where for whatever reason he's decided that he wanted to come out and diss Benzino of all people. Now, these two guys have a long-standing beef that dates back over 20 years. I was a jit when this stuff came about. I was heavily enthralled into this beef when it happened. Make no mistake, I was in high school. I was bumping G-Unit, anything Shady Aftermath logo on it. I was doing it. I was rocking fucking G-Unit shirts. I think I might have wore a couple Shady Limited shirts at one point in my life. Dating myself here, but this is the reality. This is the truth. Back at that time, Eminem had those songs, Nail in the Coffin and all of that type of shit. I don't know, all that type of shit. What's the other one? I got a riddle. What's little bit there? Jimmy Don's a little white feeling in the middle. Like, I know all that shit, right? Bumped all that stuff. I used to record it off the radio, listen to it on motherfucking repeat, get the mixtapes, all that shit. Invasion mixtapes. Please believe I'm an Eminem fan. But this new Doomsday song, I don't give a fuck how many niggas on YouTube say that this shit is killing Benzino or that this shit is the hardest thing ever. I disagree. I don't think it's that great. Now, when the song came on and I heard the role model sample, the bow, 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 I was like, oh shit, Eminem finna return to form. This is what we've been needing. And then he comes in with this motherfucking flow. This is the flow he's been using for the past 8 years or so. I don't know why Eminem can't seem to put together a rhyme in just regular pentameter no more. Everything has to be it's this weird thing. Like everything has to be, it's like a staircase almost. You know what I'm saying? How a staircase is like this. That's how he's rapping, like this staccato staircase in every rap. I don't think this shit called for it. I don't think every song calls for it. I wish he could just get out of his head and stop thinking of rhymes as riddles and puzzle pieces and just rap. His best raps were that. Now, getting into the diss towards Benzino, and he also threw Coi Leray into it, right? Says in the song, now I got a riddle, one condition, you mustn't laugh. What is the opposite of a Benzino? A giraffe. Go at his neck. How the fuck is that? How can I go at something he doesn't have? Arm so short he can't even touch his hands when they're up above his head doing jumping jacks. So, stop. And I'm not saying stop as in retire, but just don't do this no more, man. We love you. We want to remember you as the GOAT that you are. You've been doing these dad jokes in your lyrics for a nice little minute now. I gotta be honest. It's just not doing it for me, man. Then he throws Coi Leray in there and he says, well, I guess then I regret to inform you, hate to spoil the day, but this doesn't bring me no joy to say. Guess that Coi Leray feet's in the toilet, eh? Now, I do believe she spoke about a potential Eminem feature on the Math Half of My Expert Opinion podcast, where they asked, well, if Eminem wanted to work with you based on the history that your father and Eminem have, would that be something that you entertain? I do believe she said that she would, being that it would be a good look. It would be a fan base to tap into. It would be something to at least consider. She would run it by her father first. Now we have Coi Leray coming out, and she's coming out saying, rap beef is so washed and tired, exhausting, embarrassing, just overall corny as fuck, with a dumpster trash emoji. She comes back and says, I got issues with no one. I'm so locked in on my grown and sexy vibes. If anybody don't like me, that's something they got to take on with themselves. She follows up and says, man, who the hell said I wanted an Eminem feature? Imagine Eminem on Wanna Come Through. Well, you may not, I don't know. We don't know what you wanted, but you did do that song with Busta Rhymes, and that didn't do what it was intended to do. I love Busta a lot, you know what I'm saying? All these OGs and legends, I don't disrespect y'all. I don't got nothing against y'all, but I think if y'all are still going to be a part of the culture, y'all still want to be a part of the mainstream, y'all want to get with the new artists, and y'all want to be a part of what's going on, be legendary. If you're not going to come out and be legendary, keep it to yourself. Back in the heat of the Benzino Eminem battle, one of the main things that ended up coming out is Benzino leaked this old tape from high school of Eminem dissing a black girl, right? And basically it was a girl that he dated for a short period of time. She ended up leaving him for a black guy, and him having teenage angst, he put a diss song in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who had it or leaked it to Benzino, but he put it out. They tried to say that they got some footage of Eminem calling somebody a nigger. We never actually heard that one, but he says that there's proof of it. He went on to say that he believes that Eminem doesn't really like, love, or care about black people, and that he uses hip-hop culture as a catalyst to get paid, and that's just the size of it, right? Despite all the black artists that he signs, the black artists that he's co-signed, etc., Benzino has always maintained he doesn't think it's genuine. I can't say that. Eminem has been in this culture from the beginning. Eminem has continued to be an advocate for the culture, for MCs that get overlooked, that don't get appreciated. The people that folks have forgotten about, Eminem continues to uphold and hoist up, right? Shout them out in his bars. This dude is really a student of the game. All that shit Benzino been talking about, no, we're not going for none of that shit. But that doesn't mean that this song is dope. It doesn't mean that I'm going to play this shit again. It's on the new Lyrical Lemonade Cole Bennett project, and yeah, that's my reality check for that. Not really into it. Now, as for Coi Leray, when she says that this beef is tired, it's whack, it's lame, it's corny, all that type of stuff, well, we've got a celebrity makeup artist by the name of Akila Face that says, Coi Leray, be quiet. Wasn't you just beefing with Erica Banks, and didn't you and Latto fight less than 2 months ago? Didn't know anything about this. I don't know how he has this info. Maybe he was present for the fight. No footage has been leaked. However, some people came to the comments and said, ooh, I'm here for the tea. They actually fist fought. He says, yes, they did. And Latto won. Someone else says, where's the video? He says, I can't put it out. Not my business. Just know it's factual. At this current point, we don't know if this is true. This is just fodder. This is somebody putting out something, a killer face. You're going to have to come and show your face and let the people know the time, the date, whatever going on. You say it's not your business, but you throwing it out there to the ether. Perhaps that's why Coi Leray thinks the beef is whack, because she did get touched, right? She did get a couple bumps and bruises on her. She like, man, I don't want to partake in none of this shit no more. She just wants to keep twerking on Instagram. Now, on the heels of all of this, there's people saying that rap beef is played out. Nobody wants to see it no more. And we've also been seeing people say that about the whole Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion rift that's going on too. And I just want to let y'all know, in hip hop, there's always going to be some sort of beef. Number one, in human nature, people are not going to like each other, right? People have opportunities to either express that to the other person, keep it to themselves. In hip hop, you go in the booth, you say what it is that you feel. You might not put a name or a stamp or an address on it, but eventually people are going to find out who you're talking about. Some people go even more direct. Go ahead and put a stamp on that shit too and let it be direct, and people could hear it, listen to it. You could come back and say what you say, because I mean, most of the time, if there's a beef, it's definitely not a one-sided thing. There has to be some sort of interaction or reason or, you know what I'm saying, explanation as to why you don't fuck with that person. But it's always going to be prevalent. People come into this industry, they get signed to people, they end up having issues with the people they get signed to. People come in and they meet people, they may befriend folks or think that they're somebody that they could potentially befriend. Niggas do some snake shit behind the scenes. Niggas gonna rap about that shit because that's on their heart, it's on their head. They're gonna rap about it, talk about situations, and that person that was close with them or around them during the time and be like, oh, I think that was at me. Sometimes people that are associated with the folk that got dissed will come step in and jump in, especially say if it's an executive in the industry and they signed a new artist or they got somebody under their wing, they may send that person to go do it. It's just part of the culture. It's not going nowhere. Hip hop is a competitive sport. We like, as far back as you can look, when the DJs was at the clubs fucking spinning records, they had MCs on stage battling it out for supremacy with the crowd. It's not going nowhere. Now, when it comes to the personal stuff or people wanting to fight or, you know what I'm saying, put the guns on each other or shit like that, the violent side, I think that's unnecessary. Her fighting Latto, Coi Leray fighting Latto, I don't understand what type of real issue y'all had where y'all met up and fought, especially when y'all was just talking about, I roll a blunt the size of Coi Leray, I'm saying, puffing on Latto. Like, these are weak ass bars. Like, I get on YouTube and I hype shit up and I talk about what's good. I talk about, you know, the chatter that's going on. But these bars really are not groundbreaking. The best hip hop that we've heard came out probably 10, 15, if not 20 years ago. Let's be fucking honest, right? Y'all niggas are not Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole level rappers. We're just making do until we get the real shit. So everybody could play the backseat for all I give a fuck. And Eminem, I love you to death, but Doomsday 2 is not it. Find a new flow. I love you, bro. Go talk to Royce. I know he's going to hoist you up and say whatever you want to do is great. Go talk to 50, who's known for having a simpler rhyme pattern. Talk to Dre. We want to hear you in your full glory. We don't want to hear you doing this. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some battery. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.